What is up, guys? Welcome to our channel. I'm Sanat Kumar from simplefxonline.com. And on today's video, guys, we are going to be taking a look at intraday trading signals at Bitcoin and Ethereum perpetual contracts. And the main goal of starting this series is to help you make decisions on a daily basis. So, if you are a scalper or a day trader, then make sure you follow our channel to get all the latest updates. And if you want to be one step ahead of the crowd, guys, then check out this Crypto Droid Scanner app, which is going to be linked out in the description section below. And guess what, guys? It is a free tool as well. So there is no harm in trying it out. And for the day, we are already up by 300 bucks, which is not bad with only 3 trades. So well and good. And now jumping onto the charts, guys, as you can see, this is the 15-minute time frame of the Bitcoin perpetual contracts based on Binance feed. And from the morning itself, guys, I think the pressure towards the downward side was way too evident, right? Like the momentum was gone a long time before the trend even switched directions. And if we just focus on the histogram, you can clearly see that there was nothing driving the trend in the first place, right? So whenever you encounter a rapid drop in the momentum, just understand that the trend might be able to stay afloat for a little while, but without any kind of real kick, there is nothing which is going to keep the underlying instrument ticking, right? So that is always a first sign of the reversal. But just because you saw a momentum change, you can't obviously jump in on the trend unless you got other confluence as well. But as far as this chart is considered, since we are talking about technical analysis only, one of the best tool you can rely in order to confirm that trend change is the moving averages. And just look at the way everything lined up, guys, from the bottom lows. If you just connect the dots towards the convergence region wherein the moving averages kind of just got all together and broke out of the existing trend. It indeed was a very easy one, right? So here is where that switch happened. And guess what, guys? Along with this trend shift, the momentum indicator not only indicated that beforehand, but it also supported the move throughout the entire region. So that is why basically the market went into a bit of a shock. And even though we were just able to get 100 bucks out of it, the drop was indeed huge. And it was almost an easy go 1.8% move. So with leverage, that amounts to a lot, and especially on an intraday basis. If you just narrow your asset classes to say top 5 cryptocurrencies, I don't think you would face any kind of liquidity issues or anything related to it. So that's how this thing worked out. And even right now, guys, it is in a downtrend. And if we see any kind of move above the control point, which is around the last breakout region, do not enter into any kind of fresh short positions, because obviously there is no volatility below this point. And unless any catalyst happens or something strikes, the probability of the price breaching the current region in an intraday basis is pretty low. So why in the world do you want to get into a trade that is against the trend, right? So just avoid doing that. But of course, if we get any kind of pop around the $57,400 mark, then it is something worth trying. But there also you need to employ a very tight stop loss and let data guide your decision making. So just keep an eye on this point of control, because that is what is driving the market right now. And once you have figured out the point of control, all we have to do is just see where the trend line touches and keep on stacking the position as soon as the setup is blessed by the momentum indicator. So that is what we are going to be doing in the coming days as well. Alternatively, guys, you can also sell options and own the underlying, so you, at least regardless of where the market goes, you are assured of the premium amount any which way. So that is also one thing you can do, especially when you have a direction. And it goes without saying that selling straddles in crypto is an amazing opportunity. Secondly, guys, on Ethereum, pretty much the same kind of setup is observed, and the correlation between Bitcoin and Ethereum is very strong, to say the least. So here also we have got the exact same kind of thing. And if you just focus on the timing, since there wasn't anything on the fundamental narrative side to push up the markets, the histogram gave up a long time ago. And if you focus on the charts, here only in this rectangle region only, the market was way too oversold. But once again, guys, it just went one way above the region. But It quickly got rejected and got pushed back, and guess what? The same time, which is early in the morning when Bitcoin was breaking the zones, this one also did the same. And notice the chart carefully, guys. By the point wherein the momentum was broken and the moving averages converged, even the momentum indicator suggested the same. So it was already in a very steep, strong downtrend, and even now, unlike Bitcoin, guys, even now the Ethereum is experiencing a trendline touch, which means from the current region towards the old support zones, a move of around 50 bucks is what we need to aim for, especially if we are day trading this asset class. So mark down this level, guys, and just follow along, and I can guarantee you that the pattern works out most of the time, and that consistency factor is ultimately what we are all after, right? So on the crypto side, that is two of the asset class I'm involved with, and there was one more trade I took, but since it was a scalping position, I don't think it will do any justice if we talk about it, because obviously with those kind of high frequency trades, unless you are sitting right beside me, it won't do you any good, which is why we are just skipping that for the moment. But just like I said, guys, if you just start marking out the zones and focusing on where the convergence happens, you can make pretty decent sizable returns on a consistent basis. And I think the transition is somewhere around the $200 to $300 mark, wherein if you just achieve that on a consistent basis and especially use scanners to cut down on your time, you will gain a massive amount of confidence, and that is something only experience can give you. So plan accordingly and just make sure that you know both of your risk and rewards beforehand, so that at all time you are calm and composed. As usual, guys, if you have any doubts about the things we discussed on today's video or about the general things surrounding the crypto world, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you are looking for links to CryptoDroid, then you can find them in the description section. Subscribe to our channel to get all the latest trading alerts, and see you on the next one.